Hey, how you doing again? It's me, the Bald Bull. Just replying to a video that's been put up, which you've all seen, of somebody who I'm not going to mention because he didn't mention my name, to be fair, so I won't mention his name. And also, he reckons he can get videos taken down, and I believe him. I believe he has the technological capabilities to do that. I've seen his laptop. So yeah, I'm not going to mention his name, but everybody knows who it is anyway. As with the name of the film up here, the video, I'm not going to have your name in it, but I'll make sure you find it. First thing I wanted to say was just quote something you said to me in an email. What's with the long love letter? You said you're going to make it short and sweet. 17 minutes. That's not short and sweet. The other thing, I'm going to bring up a few points that you made. You had some things to say about me, which we'll get to later on, but there's other things that I'm just going to bring up as well, just to contradict everything you say, really. You say you're the same off air as you are on air. Not true. You're on air for 6 weeks of the year, I believe. There's no way you're an idiot for 6 weeks of the year, because it keeps going on outside. The comments you put on videos, you're exactly the same as you are on air. You talk about how you're pretty much acting while you're doing your TV show. No one's going to fall for that. We've seen your skits, remember? You can't act. You can't act. You can't be funny. You have no talents. You said in your video about having sharp wit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Sharp like a spoon? What? I don't know what you mean by sharp. Maybe you have a different meaning to me, but to me, your wit is not sharp. I mean, it's taken me like 3 weeks to reply to my video anyway, to make a response to me, so you can't be that sharp. You talk about people tainting your personal life. You've done a good job at yourself. You don't need anybody's help. Remember, I've seen your criminal record. Assault charges, there's more than one of those. Assault and battery. Loads of things to your car. I mean, I cannot imagine what you're driving, but it must be a real piece of shit. You talk about people slandering you. What about what you did to Sarah Metz? That was slander. You said you did that on a public airway. The thing that we did, with getting the things that you said about Sarah Metz out, nobody would have given a shit about that except us, the goons. We're the people who knew about that, all understood it all. Probably hardly anybody else has seen it, and if they have, they've probably been thinking, what is that? But you go on the airways and you do it, and you also do it to a woman. Now, I know she's not a no spring chicken. She's over 60, so to be honest, she's getting on a bit. You're picking on her. To be honest, you're just bullying her, which is pretty sad. You say you're not scared or anything. I'm not afraid of anybody. Nothing scares me. Why are you got nothing to worry about with us then? What's the point of you making these replies to us? You're actually picking on Sarah, you're being a bully towards her. You can't complain about us bullying you, because you're not scared of anything. The other thing you mentioned in your video was how that the show had never been about the callers. Well, out of everybody who knows the show, everybody knows it for the callers. Nobody knows it for any other reason. Maybe in the town that you live in, possibly. I could believe that, but not many of them. And anybody else in Europe, there's Australia, people over there. That's a country. People there just know you from the series that's been put up. So really, it's down to people like the goons who have put your videos up time and time again, that you owe them a debt of gratitude, really, because now you're infamous, yeah, but people know you. Excuse me. The other thing you talk about is how we are social outcasts. Well, I remember when you started up your Facebook account, you had 10 friends. I doubt you've got very many more now. Everybody seems to be backing away from you. The woman with the coffee house, I forget her name, began with an A. You're having these arguments with her. Don't give me any crap. I know this from that email. Don't give me that shit about how it was someone hacked into your account. You know, if someone had hacked into your account, they either close that account. No two ways about it. And the way that you said, the way you sent another one saying, Brenda, please disregard these last comments. Someone hacked in my account. Come on, man, you're an idiot. You just fell for it again. I mean, Psychic Brenda 1, Psychic Brenda 2. Spot the difference. Psychic Brenda 1, Psychic Brenda 2. Yeah, there's a difference there. You're comparing us to the Columbine kids. Well, I think that's going a bit extreme, you know. I mean, us saying you're fat, that's obvious because you are, but saying we are the same as two murderers who killed, you know, all those teenagers, it's a bit extreme. And the other thing is, the victims, if you want to call yourself a victim, fine, I'll go with that. You're not a victim because you perpetrate these things yourself. If you want to call yourself a victim, the victims in the Columbine thing, people actually gave a shit about them and they had friends and family who cared, so there's another difference. Now, getting on to me personally, this person from the UK, or Great Britain as you call it, you're saying I stayed up to watch your show. Why would I do that if I thought you were a social outcast, and if I thought you were whatever? Well, it's not because I like your show. You're making out like I'm actually a closet fan of yours, and that really I love you and I think you're amazing. Not the case. I don't like you. Yeah, I don't like you. Why would I stay up to watch you because I like you? The reason I stayed up to listen on this occasion was because I knew that people who I knew were going to be calling up. That's why I stayed up, because I wanted to listen to it. Like, I tried to call myself, couldn't get through. That's why I stayed up. Let's not pretend that we're friends here. And also, you said the content of the show, I say that think that the content of the show is not good. That was the other thing. If I don't think the content of the show is good, why did I care to watch it? The content of the show is good. It's very good. As long as people are calling up and giving good content, as in the people calling up and making you look different and pawning you all the time. That's what I like. That content is brilliant. You get onto this other thing then about how you're not afraid of me, and then you try and give the I don't care tough guy laugh and go, listen, I mentioned it before, I've seen your skits, you're a terrible actor. Unbelievable, I'm afraid that was. Well, let's face it, you've seen me, I've seen you. There's only one way that a fight would go. Yeah, I'll give you a clue which way it'll go, not your way. Yeah. If you still don't understand it, I'll explain it to you this way. Yeah, it will go my way. I don't care what you think, George. You know. I mean, I know I've heard stories of you getting beaten the crap out of by people where you've taken sucker punches at them and missed. I mean, the only benefit that you've got is probably that your body is so round that your head wouldn't actually hit the floor. It would just kind of roll back and forwards and backwards and forwards. Because I bet if you roll back far enough, your little legs just stick up in the air like that. I bet they don't even touch the floor. You bend your knees back and your ass is so big that they're just kind of like hanging mid-air, a bit like a turtle. You know, I bet if I sort of strapped a few weights to your head, because compared to like your body, your head's not going to be that heavy, even yours. I'd strap your head down, roll you backwards so that your little legs were like that in the air, and you'd be squealing. That'd be quite funny. Yeah, don't think about that. Also, the network you're going to join, just so you know, it's fictional, but it's supposed to be called the Cyberbullying Watch Network, not the Cyberbullying League, or whatever you call it. You know, if you're going to join something that doesn't exist, make sure you've got the name right. Also, if you want to join with her, she's insane, that woman. I hope you realise that. She's completely insane. Have you seen her video on the shroud she was in? Man, there's something desperately wrong there, I'm afraid. But you probably get on well with it. Is she related to you? I think she's related to you. I think you're siblings, perhaps. Yeah. The other thing you said was that how you're strong-willed and you can put up with all this stuff. If you were so strong-willed, why haven't you lost weight? You just keep getting bigger and bigger. Somebody mentioned the other day, a good comment they put was that one of your chins has eaten up your other chins, and now you've just been left with one chin that looks like a tumour, which is true. I'll come back to your appearance in a little bit. Also, Fontaine, he looked like a nice dog. And I've got nothing against dogs. I like dogs. But Fontaine's good. And I also noticed he had his arse pointed at you. So you trained him well. And I give you that. You're a good dog trainer because he was ready. I think that's pretty much it, really. By the way, paraphernalia that you talk about, you have like heirlooms of paraphernalia. They're sex toys. Don't spice it up with paraphernalia. They're sex toys. And the other thing was that you mentioned about me was how I'm a psycho. Well, you want to take a fucking look in the mirror, mate, or look at your video. Have you seen your fucking hair? You look like Emmett Brown off Back to the fucking Future. You're calling me a psycho? Ooh, nearly mentioned your name there. Oh, God. Please do not forsake me, Lord. Bottom line is that you're an idiot. I've got the upper hand. I always will have. You'll always be a bitch to us. You're just an idiot. Now, one more thing before I go. I put that hooker video back up on YouTube under an account that you don't know about, and also with nothing to do with your name in the title or the tags. Yeah. Now, try and think about what I think about you, and see if you can find it. And if you can, obviously, I know because it'll get taken down. I bet you can't. I bet you won't find it. But to be honest with you, I don't care if you do, because it just means you've gone and looked for it then, which would be win-win for me. So yeah, bottom line is, fuck you. I look forward to you coming to the UK. I don't know how you plan to get here. You can't afford anything at the moment. You're out of a job. Yeah, you're just going downhill. You're just a waste of space, man. We're all laughing at you still. Your Christmas show was awful. Your whole life is a waste. You're never going to be a success. You wouldn't have done it when you were £300, let alone when you're like £450. Yeah, you got nothing going for you, man. Just do what I suggested in that other video, the one you got taken down. Do you remember? Just do that, you know. Just let go. So yeah, catch you later. Cut off.